Friday Live. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm just double checking the buttons, but I think I've got everything right. So here's the big second test of the day, because I've gone through my checklist, but we know what happened last time I went through my checklist. So, okay, cross everything. Let's go to desk cam, make sure it's working. Yes? We have movement? Okay. I think we're good. I'm going to wait for the comments to catch up. Make sure everything looks all right. But yay, welcome. It's Fancy Friday Live in orange. I've done 4 pages with the October kit so far. Today's going to make 5. And today I've got 2 photos to use. And so they are not specifically Halloween today. They are very autumnal. And we got mushrooms and flowers and things like that, and a moon. But I don't know that I'm going to put the moon into the embellishment. We'll see. Right. Okay, so a quick look at what we've made so far, in case anybody wants to go back and watch older ones, and then we'll jump into today's. Yeah, I hope you're good. All right, so desk cam. Let's go. We have got this one. Yes, so we started here, Halloween, stamping, and my new favorite combination of spun sugar and carved pumpkin. New color getting released this weekend. Could it be peach? I don't know. I would love for it to be peach. You know it. Okay, that was the first one. And then this one, very different kind of look. Some stamping, some coloring in. Lots of little embellishments along a border. Then, the haunted house. This is from a week ago. That means that my birthday was a whole week ago. What? Okay, anyway. It feels both like yesterday and 10 years ago. Weird. Time is so weird like that. So this is the one that went terribly, terribly wrong. So if you do decide to go back and watch this video, just buckle in. Because everything that could go wrong. But I got to this in the end, and I love that. So it's fine. The adventure on the way to that page. Yep. And then this was Mondays, and I didn't get all the stamping done on Monday because I was doing the stamping and then realizing that the stamping is taking me so long that you're just going to watch me stamp for an hour and a half, and that's not good, Telly. So I finished the rest later. So here it is all done. And some of you are going to spot straight away in the title that I did one of those things that I don't often do. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I didn't have any ends left. That is a Z turned on its side. And I looked at it for a very long time before I decided, with that W and that O, which is actually a 0, but they're exactly the same cut on the sticker sheet. I decided it could work. I don't know. I still see it as, you turned a Z on its side. So win some, lose some. Yes? Yeah. Yay! Sherry's here, even though she should be asleep. A lot of you, it seems, should be asleep today, but amazing. And Joanne says she's got an echo, but I've only got one mic working, so I think if you're hearing an echo, it might just be the sound of my house. Sorry. Okay. Elaine is showing off of memories. She says, it's not like you did a whole inky background on a Friday Live and then tore it up. I did do that once. That's a good live, though. That was fun. All right, so today's photos are here. And I've got a whole bunch of die cuts from that pack, and I'm thinking maybe that's where I start today. Die cutty. Okay. Right, so let's do advertising speech. And then hi! My name's Shamel. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I have to make sure that you're aware of that. Thank you for coming to watch my hashtag advertising. And if you ever have any questions about stuff behind the scenes, just ask. You can ask in the live comments, or you can wait until the replay comments are filled in, or you can message me on Instagram or whatever like that. All nice and easy. Just get in touch and I will help as soon as I can. And other things to note. If you want to see what supplies I'm using for this kit, or you want to buy next month's kit or build next month's kit from your stash, you can find those links in the description box right now, so that you can participate. And if you don't know about Best of Both Worlds and how it works, you can either shop for stuff, or you can shop your stash, or you can shop locally, and you can read all about that in the description box. Just keep on scrolling and there's a whole write-up about it. Awesome! Thank you for joining me. Let's get scrappy. So we've got these two photos, and let's see what die cuts would be a good fit. Speaking of, while I'm on the advertising thought, remember, if you want Christmas stamps, that pre-order is going to close at the end of this video. So right now is the time to go get them. Shamel.com. First post at the top. So yeah, go get those. So this is one that I can... Okay, this is... Yes, this is definitely going in my yes. Cat and dog are going no. Books are going no. Alright, no. I think this one's in. At first I thought no to this, but actually, that floral and that floral, I kind of like it. What do we think? Yeah? So maybe. I know I've pulled this out as a maybe on a page already once this month, but you know, one day it's going to work. What do we got? We got some leaves, yes. I can't use this one. Oh my goodness. This day was anything but peaceful. This day, lots of things went wrong, and we ended up running about 2 miles on the embankment. Happy times. Let's have that one. Yes. What is this? Oh, that's a journal. Okay, I'll put that in the no, that in the no. No to the rabbit. Orangina says she would throw the dog in. I did think about this frame might work because he's in black trousers and I kind of like how that works in with it. So I'll go ahead and keep that. You're thinking add the dog. I'm thinking no. Sorry, Joey. Okay. This is Joey. This is Rachel. Does the bunny have a name? Rachel's laying down. I don't know if the bunny or the bird have names. Right. This might work. Look at those colors together. It's nice. Okay, so we'll keep that out. No to the house, no to the piece. That matches that, so that's a maybe. Oh. Orangina says she just loves dogs, so that's all. Okay, cool. Not that I don't love dogs. And WB has a recent thing at the moment that he rates dogs on a scale of 0 to infinity for cuteness. Oh, I think I talked about this on Monday. Elaine says, are they named after the Friends characters? Yes, but along the way, because they're named after Paige's actual family pets, and then Paige's pets are named after the Friends characters. Does that make sense? There we go. Okay, I'm not sure if the bird's gonna show or not, but I think that's the journaling box. Okay, so this is gonna make some. I mean, I've still got a lot left, but I think this could make some real progress on using the die cuts. Now I need to find, some paper to put all this on, but, trivial matters, tiny things. So we think Phoebe is the bunny. Karen says, is there a Regina Phalange? I don't know. That would be brilliant. You just have to tell Paige to work on that. I just realized in my head I'd gone, you know what you should do? I didn't write it down on my checklist, see? I didn't write down on my checklist when I wrote down, check all the microphones and all of that business and that the camera's not frozen. I didn't write down, fix the 2 nails that have chipped. Apparently I need to start writing that on my checklist. Check your nails. Okay, paper. So we have got actually a fair amount, because I've added in that Doodlebug background set, I have more paper than I would usually have at this point. So I've got a wood grain there. Oh, this, okay. So let's have that's kind of like a craft as the full background, I think. Yeah. But I definitely want this paper in there too. Okay. I'm gonna put that one on the top because I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna start with those 2 and then we'll go from there. And I'm really enjoying having the extra of the background pack, because here's the thing, I don't feel like I'm under pressure to use the whole pack in 1 month, because I'm adding them to the list as a stash building item. Whereas the things that are like individual pieces of paper, I would feel horrible if I went through the whole month and there were papers I had never touched, because that's definitely not my intention. But the, let's do something shelf-like. The packs of background papers, like the wood grain paper and the Doodlebug that I put in on the October list, I'm more suggesting that those are things that could be useful just all the time. So it makes me a little bit less scared to cut up the papers on the kit, and I don't feel the pressure that I have to use all of them, which is cool. Okay, I don't know if any of that made sense, but it did to me. And definitely something that if you have been scrapping a while and, oh, what have I done there? And you've built up a stash of paper, you might not need a set like that. Just find B-sides in your collection. What's up with these? I'm going to give them a sharpen. Dun, dun, dun. Aw, Joanne went out and got her nails done because she's out of lockdown. Excellent. Just gonna see if I can help these work a tiny bit better. I think that will work. Melinda says, will you do an update video of your project life with the Simple Stories kit? Yes. It is in progress and is something that is on the way. It can't come before things that people have paid for. Even though, I know it's affiliate linked, but the whole concept is set out in the first 2 videos. So all you do after that is rinse and repeat over and over and over again. So it's not exciting video. That's what I'm really afraid about. So it will literally be one update that says, look here, I just keep doing the same thing. But yes, you can see it very soon, I think. Yeah. It's just the same process. That's okay. Sometimes it's easy to feel like there's pressure to make every single time I share something be different, and that's not always going to be possible, is it? Sarah says, where did I get my scissor sharpeners? Oh, I've had them a million years, so probably, I don't know. But you can, like, just Google Fiskars scissor sharpeners, and that's it. You'll get it. I'm not sure if I bought them at the art supply store or got them from the Fiskars booth at a trade show years ago. I can't even remember. I've had the same pair forever. Okay, so planning here. Oh, I'll do a little sketch in just a moment after I stick this down. Planning this little double torn edge. I know. What's happened to me? You could do them straight lines. They don't need to be torn. But I like it lately. In case you hadn't noticed. Melinda says she'll rewatch the first two. The other thing that's really interesting is that this question is always worded in the same way and says, are you continuing your project life? It's not project life. There's nothing about it that to me feels like project life aside from the fact that there are 3x4 pockets. Does that make something be project life? It's a very ethereal scrapbooking philosophy question. I'm not using project life supplies such because everything is that simple story stuff and photos. I suppose our divided page protectors, is that what we automatically think of as project life? I don't know. But there's nothing to me that's going like, and now here's week 1 and here's week 2 and here's week 3. I'm not doing that. I tried that once and it so did not work for me. I found it immensely stressful and not fun. So I do find it really interesting. And I'm not upset about it. I just find it really interesting that from lots of different people, the same wording comes up and says, are you still doing Project Life in this album? I'm like, well, I wasn't ever doing Project Life. But yeah, if you mean, am I adding in all the extra little photos here and there? Yeah. Right. Karen says, and she just thinks of any time there's pocket pages in her mind, that just goes under the heading of Project Life. And that's fine. I think that must be what it is. And maybe I should go back and listen to my wording. Did I say it and I've put that idea in people's minds, but then it's not gone into mine? That's also possible. Who knows? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Sherry says she found the scissor sharpener on Amazon recently. Yeah. I don't think it'll be hard for you to find. Okay. This is gone wonky. Let's fix that back up. Right. All of these die cuts, I'm going to ink in brown. Right. China Girl says, I think lots of scrapbookers use Project Life in the same way that we say Band-Aid or Kleenex or Sharpie. Tannoy. Yeah. Do you know what's really funny is that those brands and word uses don't cross country lines often. So we have Kleenex in the UK, but you don't call a tissue a Kleenex, you call a tissue a tissue. And we don't really have Band-Aid brand, so we would call that a plaster. We don't even call it a bandage, which is funny because growing up in the States, I would have first said a Band-Aid, and if somebody said, sorry, what? I probably would have said a bandage. We do use the word bandage here, but we use it more along the lines of something big rather than a plaster. So plaster is a Band-Aid. What else do we have on your list? Oh, Sharpie. We have Sharpies. Yeah. And we would still say Sharpie. But yeah, some of them don't work. And then, of course, we have some here that don't translate to other countries. And sometimes they're hard for me to remember because I've been here so long now. But I'm trying to think. Tannoy, I don't think I'd ever heard in the States. That's like a loudspeaker. But it's the brand of public address system. Yeah. Oh, sellotape. Yes. So in the States, clear tape that you would use like with wrapping paper. Scotch tape. Here, actually closer to Scotland, no, it's sellotape. We do have Scotch brand tape because we have 3M. I'm sure that's all connected, yes. But sellotape, bigger brand, been around longer. It got in there with the thing. Kirsty says, can I ask if anybody scraps in A4 or 8.5 by 11 in the US? Gemma does, and Gemma's here today, I think. I'm sure I saw Gemma in the friends pet naming discussion. She knew the name of the bunny. So yeah, Gemma scraps A4. And Sherry does 8.5 by 11. That's Sparkle Peanut. So yes, you've got some experts here. And China girl, where are you? Australia. Yep. And she says, Sharpies are called Texta. Tissues are just tissues. And sellotape is called sticky tape. Oh yes, Tipp-Ex and whiteout. Whiteout in the States for the white stuff that you put over a pen error when you need to, or typing error. But here it's called Tipp-Ex. Yep. Indeed. Oh, I haven't thought about whiteout or Tipp-Ex in the longest time in these digital days. I mean, I don't think WB would have any idea what that is. Okay, I will wait to figure out which ones of these I'm going to use. Right. Let's go. These need some matting. Let's start with some rainbows. But I need more contrast between this and that, don't I? So what else we got? We got some orange and we got some teacups. Have a look. Teacups not completely out of place because this display's outside a restaurant, but we didn't eat at the restaurant. We just go for the flowers. What's the other side? Oh, that side's a bit bright for that purple background, I think. Looks nice with the photo, but when it's just a tiny bit and toned down, what do we think? No, I'm not loving that side. Okay, hold on. Or the orange hearts, because there's this, that orange is there. Look, in the, I mean, it's peach. There's peach. Yeah, I think that brings out the autumn color scheme. The autumnal colors in the flowers. Oh, yes. Okay, so now on the 8.5 by 11 or A4 discussion, talking about whether or not you could save money because could you buy paper pads on that side? But no, I don't think. I think you would be hard pressed to find pattern papers that come in that size. But if you do double pages in A4 or 8.5 by 11, and you use solid cardstock backgrounds and you stretch one 12 by 12 sheet to do your 2 pages, is it possible to make a savings that way, possibly? Like, how many possibles can I put in that sentence? But, you know. Oh! Yeah, Elaine, I can't even bring myself to say the American word for that out loud because it's just a word that feels really wrong. You know how they're just words that feel weird? Yeah. Oh, but I will say there is that funny thing about, oh, the rainbow's not even going to look like rainbow. Maybe make it longer. I'll try something here. Oh, could I put both on? I don't want to. Okay. The whole restroom, bathroom, toilet concept. Most Brits really laugh when they find out that Americans don't say the word toilet. Because then they're like, well, why? And I'm like, no, but it's like considered a word that's not really polite. Unless you're like talking about actually having to clean them at work or at home, or you're renovating your bathroom and you're looking at the actual thing, you really try to avoid saying the word toilet. It's true. But in the UK, it's considered absolutely acceptable to say it as the place, and they will laugh at you if you say bathroom, because they're like, well, that is a room in your house with a bath in it. Yeah. So that does crack me up a lot. So what if I do it like this, and then you can see the rainbows at the bottom? Yes. Yes. So... that's why. This is the better photo, but this one is... they need to go this direction because of the way they face in. He's facing that way here. He's facing that way here. So if I put them like this, he's looking off the page in both directions, and he's back to back. Just feels not inviting. So I'm going to do this. Okay. So this one's going to go over here. Yes, Georgia says Georgia says it's so normal to say, can I use your toilet, please? Yeah. And we would never say restroom. That would just make people laugh here. This is not a thing. Restroom is not a word that translates. That one is going to go there. Then this one needs something else to be a little bit special. So let's look at matting that in a different color, like maybe this one. I could do it in the green, actually. Yeah, I was going to look at this one, but no, it's the green that needs to happen. Green, green, green. And I've got enough down here. Perfect. Yeah, you could even like ask, if you were at the palace, you could ask directions to the toilet. It's fine. Absolutely acceptable. But the queen is not going to have a restroom you can use. Have I told you the story of when I got to actually use the queen's toilet? Not at a palace, at a race course. It is one of my funniest, quintessentially British memories ever. Georgia says restroom should be used because her husband does go sit in the toilet, play a game, read a book, whatever. He's having a rest. Oh yes, in Japan, I remember this. They will say, I'm sorry, I have to wash my hands. I have to go wash my hands. Yes. Another way of saying it in the polite, quiet kind of way. I'll put the big tops. I'll put these ones here. Here they are, bigger ones. They're quicker. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna pop it up. Okay. Yes. Yeah, we would have said, I have to powder my nose in the 50s. I'm not sure when that would have gone out of... I heard it a tiny bit when I was a little girl, but not often. Restroom was big in the early 80s, definitely. In America. Georgia just pointed out that the signs in the shops, like to give you directions as to where things are, like lift, elevator, lift that way, toilets that way, exit that way. Yeah, the sign will just say toilets. But when I first moved here, because I had been, I'd spent a lot of time with older British ladies growing up, a lot of my assumed Britishisms came from a generation out, and I expected them to all say WC. And you will find the odd one that says WC, but they're few and far between now. There's far more that just say toilet. But yeah, I had really expected WC. No. Okay, so I'm gonna run journaling down here. I kind of like that. Do I like it better here? Because there's a curve here from the curve of the well. I had to think of what that's called. I've been out in Kansas too long to not know what the well is. And then it's on a little platform here. So I don't want to put it on the edge of the platform because that obscures too much. But I can kind of extend out to here. And then you've got curve, curve, curve. Goes with the mushrooms as well. Okay. Let's pop that on little ones. Oh yes. Spend a penny got me the first time that I went to the hospital in the UK because the nurse asked me to spend a penny and I didn't know what that meant. So, very British. It's because to use the public toilet at one point you used to have to pay a penny. Yeah, some of them are a pound now. But so spend a penny became a polite way to say go to the loo. And so the nurse, that's what the nurse was asking, was could I go to the loo because it was on all these IVs. And I had no idea what she meant and I was so confused. Mel and Karen are laughing at me that we're discussing toilets while I scrapbook. Well, you never know what you're going to get here, do you? Okay, so then this needs something orangey and light over here because I'm going to have the black and white and that green over to the left, which is going to make it a little bit dark, but it's okay. This is an interesting shape because it goes in with the letters. It's not completely cut out, but it's not a box. So it's making for I'm just going to stick this. It's making for interesting edges and how they interact. I could put that on top here. No, I do like it underneath. Oddly enough. But I want a bit of contrast between those two, so I'm going to tuck something else in there too. Let's have the red. Oh yes, the big stations in London took out the charge. Charing Cross is free. Victoria's free, Waterloo is free. Yeah. So there are public toilets that are free at those stations now. But within, like, once you get into Covent Garden, you've got two choices. You've got one that's 50p, but coin only and doesn't give change. So it might cost you £1. And you've got... then you've got a fancy one that's now been opened as a business. So the 50p one is run by the council, I think. The pound one, they like took a shop in Covent Garden Market Hall and kitted it out. We also have one on the South Bank called the Jubilee that went in during the Jubilee. And they're contactless, like you pop your card on and go through a turnstile. But that's £1 per person. I know, Sarah, exactly. I think that's why the one that's contactless and costs £1 is doing so well, because nobody has coins with them anymore. Nobody in a pandemic is carrying money. So there we go. Okay, that's facing the wrong way. Uh-oh, Orangina, what if I do that? I do like this here, but then I'm covering up a lot of that frame. Okay. That tuck under there. Not sure about this one. Oh, actually, that's kind of nice there. This needs a spot. There you go. It's done. No. Okay, so these two together, they need to be separate because they're the two that are that same print. So I don't want it down there. Or if I do, I don't want this here. Oh yes, we do have shopping trolleys, Americans, that's shopping carts, where you pay £1, but then you get the £1 back. So you pay £1. So this, we don't have this in the States unless it's come in since I left. So yeah, I'm just gonna pause here and tell you about shopping trolleys. So one, it's called a shopping trolley, not a shopping cart. Two, when you go to a supermarket, you'll quite often get different sizes of shopping trolleys. You'll get a shallow one, which I've never seen in the States. That is amazing, because if you're buying just for one person or a very small family, or even if you're buying for a big family but you're going to walk or take the bus, you don't want a big trolley because then you end up accidentally buying way more than you can carry home. Yes. So you can get a basket, or you can get the shallow trolley, or you can get the full-size, normal American-size trolley, or you could get sometimes even a super bigger one. And some supermarkets have a special section at the end for you to put your wine bottles in. I've never seen that in an American one. But there is a problem where there's this culture of, I guess, the shopping trolleys go walkabout, which is very, very, very non-American saying as well. In that they go missing, they get stolen. So there's this system, but also I think it is more to do with getting people to tidy up the trolleys themselves. Because in the States, there's like somebody who has the job of going around the car parking lot and collecting up all the trolleys that have been left in random places and not put back in the trolley bay. So, in the cart parking. So, we don't have that person here. There's not, I've never seen anywhere that has that as a job. But instead, there'll be a place, and it's usually just right at the front door. It's not often out in the parking lot, in the car park. It has to be a big car park for that to happen. It's normally back at the front door, and each trolley has a little chain and then this little thing where you put a pound coin in and it unlocks the chain that hooks it to the next trolley. You do your shopping, you put your shopping in the car if you're getting in the car. You bring your trolley back, you put the chain back in, and it releases your pound. Now everything is tidy because everybody wants their pound back. Ta-da! Wrong button. Okay, we're good. Okay. Now, do I want this here? I don't think so, because I don't like how it interacts with a small piece, because you get these little dips. So, no. These are going down here. Just stick it and commit, Shema. Oh! Apparently all these, according to Jenna, now has quarters, a similar concept where you have to put a quarter in. Many fans of the shallow trolley. Yay! I love the shallow trolley. So not an American thing. We would always have the big trolley. And in fact, when I go to the States and I get a basket, because places like Target will have baskets, but they're not the popular choice. And sometimes people will say things to me, like strangers will be like, oh, I didn't even know they had baskets in here. But Target want you to have a trolley, of course, and fill it up. more and more locking carts in the States. See, this is what happens when you leave a country for more than 2 decades. I'm sorry that I just explained, I just taught your grandmother how to suck eggs then. But when I had come here, I had never seen that, and I was so confused, and I couldn't get a trolley. So there we go. Okay, I do like this together. And I like this even more. I'm covering stuff up. Sarah says a basket at Target sounds sus. But if you gotta get it home in your luggage, it's way too easy to fill up an entire trolley at Target. I know. Sherry says she usually now just brings her own collapsible bags. And can you just fill up your bag as you go around? I have thought about doing that because we now have, Sherry's in Canada. Oh, Kirsty says that, the comments, there's always a delay in the comments. Kirsty, I don't know how else to fix that for you. She says, I'm commenting on things that you all said 5 minutes ago. Yeah. This is the era of, this is what live video is like. There's not a lot I can do about it. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. What else? I'm just going to do some layering that involves covering stuff up. So I want it to go that way. Oh, but I've got the camera at the bottom, so I can actually have this further out the top. There. Okay. Yeah, you can, so we have self-scan. That's where I had started when I got thrown. So yeah, you can do self-scan now, which obviously became far more popular during when lockdown happened and we were only allowed to go out to go to the supermarket. It's not in quite the right place yet. Okay. That's gonna go there. I know I've got this corner here. I'm gonna sort that. It's gonna get popped up. This is gonna go underneath and go right off the edge. Something else is gonna go here. Okay, I got it. If I'm covering up any of your favorite pieces, just keep in mind it's in my album, not yours. And you can do it. Cover up different things. Make sure that your favorite things stay on show. I'm gonna pop up this camera. Because I want part of it to go over this photo, and this photo is popped. Oh, George says, do you think Costco trolleys in the UK are the same size as the normal ones in the US? Close to, yeah. I would, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Now I've realized, Kirsty, you might be lagged behind as well. You might, Kirsty, you might actually be, I don't know, but yeah, anyway, don't worry about it. Sometimes the live streaming just chops up the conversations a bit. We end up with all these different discussions. It's okay. We're chill. Where am I going to put this? I am happy, though, of how many I've been able to get onto the page so far. Let's have this one. Because I've got yellow down here, so I want to bring a bit of yellow up here. George says she feels like a child in Costco. I haven't been in a Costco in ages. And I have a card, and I've not been because there's not one near me. Yeah. Is there anything in the U.S. that is smaller than its counterpart in the UK? That's a really good question. Quite possibly no. Anything. Yeah, most stuff here is smaller. Just, we don't have so much space. Oh, let's put that entirely underneath the frame, actually. I like how that sits behind the camera at a little angle. Yeah, like that. Just need something on, and actually that corner there, it's just going to be something that goes over the top. Okay. Which one of those? The pink one kind of, yeah, oh actually, yeah, that pink is a nice match to that purpley plummy color at the top, so yeah. That's true. There you go. And so the answer apparently for things that are smaller in the US is the amount of alcohol, like the percentage of alcohol in an alcoholic drink. Yes. Clothes sizes. Yes, smaller number for the clothes in the States. Yes. I will say it did take me, it really freaked me out, and it's just still not a favorite thing here. The difference in, not just in like drinking, like how much alcohol is in a drink or how many drinks is an acceptable number of drinks or any of that, the driving thing. Because in the UK, it is not all that odd to go have a drink with, obviously not a bunch of drinks, but a drink with your lunch and then get back in a car and drive somewhere. And that's a hard pass for me. Sorry, no, thank you. Nope, just not gonna do it. And that was a huge cultural difference that I was just like, what? Why are people cool about this? There we go. Sarah loves that the numbers on clothing sizes in the States are smaller because it makes you feel good if you go to a country where the numbers are smaller. Yeah, so like a size 6 is very small in the US, in the UK. We don't have anything really called a 0, but it would be very rare to find something that came down to a 0 because it would be child size, basically. But yeah, it's different. Okay, I'm glad I felt nervous saying that about my opinion there, and I'm glad that you're all with me. Well, many of you are with me. Some things just different. Hard to understand. Okay, do I put this over that? One, it is kind of crowded in the photo, but it's also kind of cute with the photo. I'm just covering up concrete, but I don't love it there. Oh, these dips are making it really dodgy. It's too big up there. It doesn't really work underneath an edge because of those. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't like what happens with the E over there. Oh, no, that doesn't work. No. This is a harder piece than you would think. You know what it needs to be is on a page where everything is nice and straight, and then you just put it under, like if none of that was there and this was just a nice vertical photo and you put that underneath, like isolated without other pieces next to it, because it's just difficult because this is not cute. And this here is not cute. Pop it up on Pop Dots. Put it on white card. It's not going to look nice on white card now because I've inked the edges. And even if I hadn't and I put it on white card to like turn it into a box, I'd be able to see it and it would drive me batty. Right. So, okay, this is a tiny bit of journaling space, but that's okay. Does still need a title. I don't want these two together, but I could move that. What happens if I do isolate it? I don't think it'll. Yeah, it looks weird. Okay, this may be out. But I've got everything else. Everything else that I pulled out has gone in. So maybe that's okay. Oh. Orangina says cut out. If she really wanted to use it, she might cut out the individual letters. Get rid of. I'm kind of game for that. Let's do it. Okay. Then I can mix it with some letter stickers. Just treat these like individual letter pieces. Let's go. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Sometimes we see a product as it's presented and we forget that we can chop it up. Oh, lots of you have said that. Sorry. Yeah. I'm with you. Let's chop it up. Done deal now. Yeah. Just chop that right down. Go. Chop it up. Yeah. Just chop it up. Okay, I gotta take the center out of that O. Ready? I know. But that's the best way for me to do it. Get this loosened up by making a few little random cuts. And then I can normally cut a bit more like an outside edge. Because this is the only part that gets a little fiddly with big scissors for me. And you gotta fit inside so you can't use the full length of the blade like normal. But we all know I don't do craft knives. Especially not live. You'd have to have an ambulance on call. Okay, let's re-ink. Everybody who suggested chopping it up, you're all high-fiving each other. I love it. Okay. Now, can I make that work? Too big to go here. No. scrapbook. Gemma says craft knife and a glass mat. Gemma, are you volunteering to be on hand for first aid? Nope, nope, nope. We don't get along, me and craft knives. I even tried all sorts of special ones that are meant to be like a pen, and they have the blades like you click it and then, yeah. They're almost like, you know, the little bit, the thing you do for blood sugar tests. You go ding, 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 and it jabs you. Like that, but with a precision craft knife that comes out instead. And obviously you don't just go bing. Yeah, I've had some that were designed like that. All sorts. No, just not meant to be. Know your weaknesses. Guess what I'm going to use? I'm going to use my favorite word. Because these photos are taken in the first few days of actual autumn. So let's have it be called autumnal love, because look how nicely this is going to fit. Oh my goodness. I love it when this happens. You ready? I'm going to do a happy dance. Here, this is what face cam was invented for. It fits, it fits. Yes, 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 yes. True story. Oh, push the right button. Get back on desk cam. Okay. And then, oh, I partied so hard I knocked the L a little crooked. The more I look at this, the more a little crooked it is. Oh, the A says leave me alone. Okay, okay. Stop messing. Okay, stop messing. Now, flat or popped? Oh, popped. Popped. As if that were ever a question. You're all thinking, what? There's no question. That needs popping. Pop it up, pop it up. Okay. I will do that. Oh, Sophia has been doing detailed craft knife work since she was 15. That is skill, for sure. Well done. Some people are so gifted with a knife, but not me. It's okay. Do. I love that you all sing along with me now. Oh, it's gonna fit so well. I'm just so happy. Love it when this happens. Hello, Valerie. Good morning. Oh, pop up the chopped up. Yes, chop it up and pop it up. That's what I'm doing today. Yeah? Okay, what else we need? So, needs a bit of green. I know this is kind of dark green, but a little bit of this brighter green up here and down here. What color enamel dots have I got left? Oh, I got excited because I could see these two, but it's just one set of 3. So I'm going to give that to the bird. Hello. There we go. Hello. Right, so I've got that lighter green. Yeah. I still need some in here. Biggest, medium, tiniest. Biggest, medium, tiniest. Did I pay attention to where I took them on that sheet? No, but it's okay because I've still got a 3 here and a 3 here. Yeah. When I'm finishing it off, I'll put gold mist there and there too because I've got gold foil on here. That's cool. Okay. Journaling's going to go there. I want to bring... Well, I don't want to bring in more red because look at that. Red, red, red. That's a lovely little triangle. So I don't need more red. It's that green that I want. So let's have a look at just that pattern paper there. I could cut out some leaves. Or I could punch some hearts, which I think I'm more inclined to do. Bye, Sophia. Hello, Samantha. Right. So yeah, let's see about like a heart punch. Hold up. Okay. First, scallop circle punch. Frankenstein scallop circle punch. Because I want a big piece of that for later. So if I can do it from here, I'm going to. I know. This is such a faff. That's why I very rarely do this. One. I just want 2. So if I can get 2 from here, that would be great. Get it back down in place. But it means I've still got my bigger piece of of green paper. I know! Orangina's like, this is not like you. Miserly behavior, she calls it. I know! But I've got an idea that I want to use with this side, and if I lose much more of it, it's not going to work. So, needs must. Put you back where you were. No one will ever know, except everyone who watched this video. Okay. Round edges. There's still going to be hearts. I'm just starting with these circles. Because more. Karen says, how is WB this week? He's well. And we've posted 2 crazy reels on Instagram this week. So if you haven't gone over to see them, please do. Also, by the way, if you don't follow on Instagram, I posted all of the September pages in one post over there. So Instagram.com/Shamal. So that you've got them all in one place where you can bookmark. Yeah. They're all there in one post. Yes. So, and then one reel that was totally his idea from start to finish. And I had to just do, I was the camera operator, basically. He found the places he wanted to take the videos and the whole setup, and I just filmed it and then helped him download the music to have a little backing track and there. And then yesterday we posted this one with this funny little dance, because I noticed a few weeks back that when we are waiting to go in somewhere or something, he has this little kind of, I don't know, 3 or 4 counts of 8 dance that he just kind of does halfway. And I asked him about it one time, and he was like, oh, I sometimes do that when I'm concentrating. It's just a dance I made up. And I said, okay. And I left it, and then he kept doing it. And I was like, so you're going to teach it to me? And he thought about it and decided he would teach it to me. And then we found this sound where somebody's put together bibbidi bobbidi boo and boo to you. And so we filmed the dance in non-October clothes and October clothes. So that was very fun. And there's a little behind the scenes on my stories as well about what it looked like when we were filming it, because we filmed the dances a little longer than what could fit in the reel. It was good fun. Okay, so now I've got the green. Dun, dun, dun. And then I want the yellow. I know there is some yellow here and there's some yellow here, but I just want this little bit to extend it. So that's where the heart's going to come into play. Let me grab a heart punch of some kind. Oddly thought I saw one here earlier. No, I must have put it away. Okay. Mickey head I've got. Labels I've got. Let's find the heart. Oh, there it is. Hashtag organized. Right there. Right where I put it away. Imagine that. Okay, and some yellow. What do we got in yellow? Or we could do orange. Actually, yeah, because I've only got the orange here. Let's do the orange. And that's funny because it's hearts. Samantha wants to know, Samantha's son and I like the reels and wants to know if WB likes Lego and Minecraft even in the UK. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Lego and Minecraft, definitely big things in this house. Definitely. Yep. Big Lego, big Minecraft fan. Oh. Samantha gets asked all the time if that is actually her name because she has the same name as the character in Bewitched. That's adorable. I never, for once, all these years, have ever thought that it would be a made-up screen name kind of situation. That's so funny. Am I going to regret this being a giant heart? It's not giant. It's just giant in comparison to what's there. Like, it's the same size as the circle. Okay, so moving this to get it to... Oh, it doesn't have anything sticky on it. So that's not going to work, Shamel. Okay, let's try it now. Just checking. I do want it down here. I am kind of curious if I would have preferred it with a smaller heart, but this is what I've got. Triangle. Not sure I want. Where do I want that middle-sized dot to go? Oh my goodness. Karen wants Father Christmas to bring her the Lego Diagon Alley. It's so amazing, but it is huge. I hope you got a whole room to display it. And that one just tucked up there. I don't see why not. Okay. How long has that taken? Yeah. So journaling's going to go here. Gold Mist. Here, here, here. Would you change anything? That might be a loaded question, you know what? Oh, Karen has never had Lego, and she wants to dive right in with Lego Diagon Alley. That's very wow. I've never thought of anybody doing it that way, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, she says, no, she definitely doesn't have a spare room for it. She lives in a one-bed house. Well, good luck. Okay. I think that's it. Aw, Karen. Karen says, change anything that I made. Never. Bless your heart. I may have just made for the, I just may have made the thumbnail photo in a second be really awkward because I forgot I was wearing lipstick and I've just been sitting here doing that thinking face where you put your hand on your face. It may have gone horribly wrong. We'll find out in a second. Georgia says, what about putting a heart in the O of love? But there is, look, I did it with the pattern paper. There's a tiny, oh, can't direct myself. There. Do you see? There's a tiny heart right in the center of the O. But I'm liking this whole little cluster over here. Yes? Yeah. Lots of layers. But it's not, I mean, it's not a million giant layers. It's not a super heavy page. But just enough to make it nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop there, but I'll talk about where you could put more if you wanted to. You could tuck some things in here. And if I run out of room down here and I need somewhere to put the date, then that's where I'll put it. I'll put a label up here, the date. Yeah, so you could put something up here. Oh, and I said at the beginning that I would make a sketch, and I never did. Are the sketches actually useful that you would like a sketch version of this? I can do it really quick. Let's make one. Then you can have it in case that is the way that you work. I'm sorry that I didn't do it in the right order. Shame on me. Okay. So we got title here. And then we have layers back here. Confetti here. Okay, which then takes us to this photo. And it comes right down here. This photo with a bigger mat. It comes along there. Dun, dun, dun. Optional little curved piece there, depending on if it goes with your photos. And then layers down this way. Oh, that was way too big an angle, sorry. Confetti. Let's turn that into a square. Not too terribly bad. No, it's horrible. But here we go. Right. I will hold it right up. So if you like the sketches, you can screen cap that. I know it's messy, but when is it not? So 2 photos, title, stack of stuff at the top, left, and bottom right. Oh, I didn't put in the paper, the torn paper. That was silly. So this is torn all the way across here with a second layer. There. Okay, sorry. Stand corrected. 2 patterns. Got it? Can screen grab that. Okay. And I'll give you a little finished version of this. Get it all in the shot. Why can I never direct myself in reverse? It's the awkward thumbnail picture. So there it is, all done. Yay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, we didn't talk about this. So I said on Monday that I was going to publish all the details about the new class. And then I didn't. And I've made a decision. I am not going to put it live until there is this batch of content all ready to go. I've really been thinking about things that I do well and that I don't do well, and I want to make one particular change to the delivery of content, and so I'm actually not going to put it up until that is ready, so that when you join, you can dive right into some stuff. So sorry to have misled, but I think it's all for the best, and that's just going to be something different to try. It won't be long. Stick with me. And remember, if you wanted those stamps, go get them now, because I'm going to close it. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee and then close the pre-orders up. So that's at Shamel.com. Right. Thank you so much. I'll put you back on here so that you can have one last look at that if you want. If you need to screen grab that, you can. And I'll be live again on Monday. Thank you so much. I'll see you so soon. Bye-bye.